Perfect, because my baby niece, she give me to have a lucky for my fight.
That's my
baby.
I'm dying.
That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored! They did it!
Left, feet left.
What the hell was that?
Oh, yeah! What the fuck are you talking about?
All right, what is up, my fam? We are back for another episode of our Athlete Spotlight, and I'm your host, as always, Steve Rochelle. And this afternoon, this evening, wherever you're joining us from, my guest is is that Kallia Kourouni? Is that the correct enunciation?
Yes, Kallia Kourouni, yes.
Yeah, there you go. And you know, she's a female boxer. She's better known as the Pink Tyson. You know, we're gonna be talking a little combat sports, a little bit of life, a little bit everything this afternoon. And our poll question is Kallia women's boxing's next star? You know, obviously we're seeing a lot of women move around. We're seeing some women getting older. We're seeing some of them go to mixed martial arts. You know, Kallia's said in the past here in some of her interviews, you know, she's here to be a champion. She's not here for the money. So we're gonna see if she's one of these stars that boxing's gonna spit out over the next few years. I think she has the possibility to be. We'll see what our fan thoughts. Kallia, how are you doing this afternoon? Because I know it's nighttime over on your end of the pond, correct?
It's 9 p.m. It's okay. Just one thing. Or Kallia, or call me Pink Tyson if it's more easy for you. Not Kallia, how you tell me. Or Kallia or Pink Tyson, and we are in.
I'll just call you the Pink Tyson. I love it. Yeah. I was a big Tyson fan. He was one of the guys that just got me into boxing when I was a little kid. That's one of the guys I grew up on. So definitely, I definitely have no problem calling you Pink Tyson.
Thank you.
So how did that whole moniker nickname come about? You know, you're new here to the A2D. Let the people know how you got the nickname, how you got into boxing.
First, I told you about my nickname. I go in Germany 2014 when I did some sparrings. My first management team to see if I am that they needed. And in the first sparring, I was wear pink. And as always, and just I started sparring, I was very aggressive, not so good technique. Just I go straight away with the hooks. And the first round, the coach of the other girl tells, slow down. You will punch my girl. It's a sparring. I tell, I don't care. I come to test me as a professional. And my first manager, because I go there to test me, he see that the first round and he leave. He go outside. I did 5 rounds and I was very stressed that my manager doesn't like me. I go out. I tell him, Mr. Reiner was his name. Mr. Reiner Godward, very good man. I tell him, why you go out? You didn't like me. I tell no. Just I see what I need to see. You are crazy. I tell I know. And all that pink, that character, and you fight like a crazy with the hooks. You remind me, you are like a Tyson, but with the pink clothes. Exactly that come in his mind. And tell me you're Pink Tyson. That's it. That's you, understand? And that was the nickname. Just in the future, we had the Spartan Princess. But all the people, they know me as Pink Tyson only. Just I want to specific Spartan Princess because I am original for Sparta. It is nice to put that small detail.
Yeah, I would like. It's one of the things I thought about. Like when I was looking you up, I'm like, wait, everyone's going like knows her as the Pink Tyson. I'm like, when you got she's Spanish, she's from Spain, she's from Sparta. Are you kidding me? We're not running with this. But like I also get it. Like when you live in the combat sports world that we live in now, you whatever kind of catches people's eyes and brings them in, that brings them in. If they're brought in by Pink Tyson, let them be brought in by Pink Tyson, but have them remember you by that, that Spartan spirit that you're obviously you tend to show everybody.
And do you know, I am from Sparta, but specific from money. And as a Magnot, it's the more dangerous and toughest guys or girls in Greece. When you tell I'm from money, it's something bad. Because the most criminals, guys, the people with the most criminals records, they are from money. And this is not very good thing when you do combat sports.
Yeah, but here's the thing that that's where you come from, but that's also who that's your town's reputation, but that also makes you part of who you are. Part of that fighting spirit you got, not just being from Spain, being from that part of the world, is being in that neighborhood, like on our side, like we're here from Philadelphia. People knows us as tough, gritty, hard nosed people. Was any difference when we're talking about that part of the world? It's tough, gritty, hard nosed people. So it's one of the weird things in the world. Sometimes you could be on the total opposite side of the world, but sometimes you could have so many similarities to people just because of the location where you're at.
Exactly, because when you grown up and you have around you the mountains and the castles in Mani or Sparta I am, and after you go in Las Vegas in the other side in the biggest buildings and casinos, it's completely different story. But this is good story. Understand what I mean? You be in the mountains and after you go Las Vegas in the top of the boxing. That means, of course, you do something good, me as an athlete, but at the same time, it's completely different countries, different cultures, everything is completely different. And this is and good and bad. But for boxing, with the history and the DNA I have, to can be in the top in USA, that would help me. Because all they copy to be Spartans, for example. Me, it's in my blood.
Yeah, it's already there. It's and you're. I also think you're arriving at a time in boxing where they need somebody to kind of latch onto. And especially with you see what's going on right now. Obviously we just seen what happened with Jake Paul and Floyd this past week with that. I signed that as soon as I heard there was no judges and no winner announced. I did not assign to that. But that's what I mean. Like boxing it's not dying, but it's looking for stars, people to kind of latch onto. Where you remember, like, back in the 80s and 90s, like we can rattle off 5, 10, 15 different guys in different weight classes that would be exciting to watch. I just think that combat sports have grown so much that sports like boxing are losing some of their stars to maybe other things because there's just so many different opportunities for the combat sports athlete. Like I'm even about to ask you another question following this one. I know you got something to say. Go ahead, get it out.
Okay, first I want to explain you something. The difference with the 90s is, yes, the boxing or the combat sports are bigger, but are very less the characters. In 90s, we have very, very good athletes, not so too many like now, but they have so brilliant characters. And never you don't be boring to watch them before, or still now. I go, for example, to see many boxers because for their show. In 2021, the combat sports or boxing, they are huge. People attractive of that sport, but not too many characters. And that make this a little boring. And for that reason, like Jake Paul or that, they stolen the attention. Because maybe they are useless, they don't know shit in boxing, but they are characters and they get the attraction that we need. We need good athletes with quality, but at the same time we need the characters. For example, like Tyson Fury, we need that. We need people like him, or Conor McGregor, or Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
Maybe
We're about to see Nate in a few days, right?
yes, for sure. But do you know, as an athlete, for example, and as a Kallia, as a person, I don't agree with the drugs at all. I'm very negative to that. But because someone do it like Nate Diaz, for example, I don't agree. But all the other total package, I love it. You know, if you separate just the weeds, is the only negative, by my opinion. The other total package, you pay, you see him, or to lose, or to win, or because he take the microphone and tell something. We need characters because the boxing it's not for all. Not only because needs someone superhero power, needs something special.
Listen, and that's the thing that you look all around. You're lacking the characters. You're lacking the athletes that have those special qualities. I think that's why you see the mad grab for each discipline, each boxing promoter, etc. Jockeying to find that next one. And I really believe, you're still relatively young in the sport. Obviously, we're approaching 15 fights here. Still in the beginning stages. Obviously you've accomplished a lot so far. You've gotten a few titles. You've gotten a few things that you want to done. What I know you said you wanted championships. What are kind of the things that you want to do? You want to have multiple divisions like some of these fighters are doing? And here's the thing with that. We've seen a lot of times when you do that, you wind up having problems moving back and forth. Where you see you wind up losing a title because we want to put this contender in, and if you can't fight by X date, we're gonna we've seen so many things happen in politics in a lot of sports, not just in boxing. We've seen MMA fighters, in the UFC, guys get titles stripped for political reasons more than actual means. Guys have been ripped of it for actual means, but we've seen you're not going to be ready by X time. Let's make an interim fight just so we can put a title fight together. Those are the type of things that I just think are ridiculous. Now you're talking about Tyson Fury. We were getting ready to see a fresh new face, a fresh new fight. Now we have to run it back a third time, or we're going to see that fight. I'm not to say that I have not going to enjoy watching that fight. Sometimes you also would enjoy to see the new challenge. Let Wilder get back in there. Get some blood on his hands. Get some time on the mic to hype the fight up for the fans that really want to see that rematch. As much as I think that he would deserve it. And at one point in time or not is one of the things we're talking about, that showmanship and the discord with a lot of combat sports fans. And I think these are some of the things.
But when I tell my opinion, you don't stop.
Ah man, I just did listen.
Oh my God, you're amazing. I must put you. You must be there in the TV. And you do that things when I forget what you asked me. You start.
I mean, listen. There's just so much stuff that goes on within layers of inside. Not just like I said, with boxing it's just so much.
We cannot control everything.
Yeah.
I unfortunately they are the politics things.
Yep.
And by myself, I try to go against about many things. I cannot change the boxing. I cannot change the combat sports. But I know to tell no to bullshit. For example, when they offered me 25,000 11 days before to fight for world title, I tell no. If I needed the money, Of course, yes. If I needed the world title, of course, yes. But if I accept a fight 11 days notice for that money, it's like to sell my soul, my proudest, as an athlete and as a person for all that I work. Because personally, me, I feel grateful to do my hobby job, but at the same time, I want to be first champion in the real life. And how I be champion if I sell my soul for some dollars. Understand what I mean? Because all that they have expired date. One day you stop. For that reason, I want to inspire the new generation or my baby niece, for example. Look, if I can tell no against to the politics, and you can do. Understand? My voice is one and cannot change the game. But if my voice inspired other people, they come out more voices. And now, okay, answer me. You want to tell something?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. And after I will answer you in your question, I have many, many goals. I prefer don't tell a lot of blah blah, a lot of words. I prefer show with actions. For for now, I can tell you only I have the WBC silver world belt, world title in front of me. This is my goal now. I can tell you for that. I want to take that win. I want to do good performance. I will work very hard in Mexico with my coach Miquel Reyes in Tijuana Reyes Gym. After I want to do my bark knuckle at MMA debut this year. And MMA debut, maybe I do in Abu Dhabi. And bark knuckle debut, I do in BYB. As was the plan, we do July, but I have some issues with my visa, and I have my visa, everything okay. But generally, for the future, I tell you with little things. Of course, I want to be multi-weight champion. But first, let's be champion and to clear my division. Because too many things, too many difficulties, too many blah blah. I prefer to have that goal to be the best in my division. And after I tell who is in that division, who is that division, okay, let's play. I don't want to have distractions of other divisions, of other things. Then my goal is to clear that division first.
I love it. And when I say that, it's just like you making sure you clear out your first goal before you start passing on to the additional goal, distraction, etc. Like, okay, I'm going to become a champion here. I'm going to win this. I'm not only going to win this. I want to go see who are the contenders here. I'm going to clean that division out. Then I'm going to go and take care of some of these others' dream goals and aspirations. Like you're saying, you're getting ready for your MMA debut. Like, hey, listen, I love that. I love the seeing the multiple different discipline athletes, especially high level ones. I mean, obviously we got a big one tonight, right? Are you tuning in to watch Clarissa Shields and Brittany Elkin go at it in PFL tonight?
I don't know.
Don't know. Oh. That's a rare one. I mean, I think that she's kind of one of what I think a lot of kind of people feel or is the women's GOAT for boxing right now, the Olympic champion. Obviously, her credentials speak for itself.
No, I don't have that stereotypes. But let's be honest. I think she's rash to do that. I wish from my heart to win today, but in my mentality, if you want to do something different, you must do right. What I mean, I am already world champion in kickboxing, 50 fights, 49 wins. I take already a national championship in grappling or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I am who I am in boxing. But again, and again, I have so many tools. But again, MMA is different story.
It,
If
it is. It is.
I
And I think you're right. It's a bit rushed, but I mean, when you think of how of a high caliber person, profile person with the Olympic background, and then you couple that with who she signed with and the gym that she went to go train at, it was only a matter of time before they rushed her. You go and look at how they transitioned Holly. It took almost Holly 2 years before they started putting her into some of these bigger promotions. Then you see the fast track what they're doing with Clarissa. I agree that I feel it's rushed. And even you look on social media, you're seeing some of people who are like in close terms with Brittany looking at some of the media clips over the past few days, and they're like, listen, you've been training for 7 months, you're not even an MMA fighter yet. Once that cage door closed, then you'll become an MMA fighter. Then we can have another discussion at that time. Go ahead.
And if she wins today, that not means was the right decision to go there today, because if I was her manager, because I have my manager license, by the way, it's something I want to do in the future. If I was her manager, I tell no, now train 1 year and more, because you are Olympic, you are very good in professional. We must need the same high level in your new beginning. I don't think, for example, I tell you, I do gambling, Brazilian, I do everything. And again, I don't feel in Brazilian, I am ready,
I know you need more than 2 years doing just jujitsu. People don't understand that when
yes, this is my opinion. But again,
again, our opinion, and everyone learns differently too, right?
Some people, they care more for the famously, the money, or they have high confidence. Believe me, I have very high confidence. I can fight tomorrow MMA and I can destroy anyone. But it's very easy. We talk that, and it's completely different story. We show that. In words, we can tell anyone we fuck up anyone. I'm the best. I'm this. No, show me. And I tell you, I think it's manager wrong all that, because the athlete sometimes he feel in the air, he think can win anyone, any style. I think one good manager or the coach must tell, okay, chill, if you want to do that, I support you, but we do with the right, you do this, focus there. This is my opinion. Now I have the bark knuckle fight, and better we change the date, because how I fight for WBC silver, and it's different training the bark knuckle. Understand?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's
I do it.
different.
I talk to boxers. I talk to bare knuckle boxers, and I ask him like, he's like, there's actually a really big difference between how you're throwing your hands when you're boxing and how are you throwing it.
I understand. In MMA, it's completely different, and especially for someone never do kickboxing or wrestling in his life, cannot learn 7 months of that, and if can't learn the basics, cannot defend himself. What I mean, me, I have learned in kickboxing, up my knees, my defense. And when I go in boxing, I was there. And I was scared. Someone give me low. That, to go kickboxing to boxing, give me little difficulty. Understand what I mean? To kickboxing to boxing. How you go in MMA when someone can catch you anytime, can put you anytime as a judo, and you have learned that, and your mind, it's not ready to take that difference in 7 months.
That like I said, I'm with you on that. Again, agree with your fact. Love her confidence and all that, but we've seen this movie play out before many times over the last 15 years. And it's not just with boxers. You see high level, wrestling guys come in here, and some typically do well, and some get weeded out really fast. You see high level, practitioners in other disciplines come in, and some do well and some fade out. Some are able to put those other tools in the tool belt, but it takes the time, repetition, cage time in the mats, time in the gym. There's just so many different variables that comes to it.
Everything in life needs time. My granddad tell you can go very quickly up and you can go down more quickly. If you go slow down, one step every time, when you go in the top, you stay. Because, understand what I mean? The destination to go to the top was very difficult steps. Was not easy.
And your manager's in the chat here will be champion in multiple combat sports. I listen. I can see it. I listen. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you. I love the fact that you've ascended, and as you've already talked about, you've already had that kickboxing background. Your boxing is coming. You're getting ready to do the MMA thing. And oh, by the way, she's also doing some bare knuckle boxing. Oh, by the way, she also has is there a hat you don't have? You're sitting there talking about, do I stop? Is there a hat you don't wear?
Do you know? By the way, I tell you one more. By the way, I have finished drama school. By the way, I have finished dancing school, and don't surprise if you see me in the Dancing with the Stars or in any movie.
Oh, there you go. See, now that's the other thing. So you got the dancing thing. Now let's go find some acting classes and get you in some movies too. Let's do the whole thing while we're at it.
You see how lucky is my manager to find me.
Hey, he's listening. So listen, I'm telling him, put them seeds in there. You guys already know what you have going with the buzz that you've gotten over the last year and a half, and everything's been crazy with COVID and everything like that, and I like everyone's kind of dealt with things. You're able to keep things busy. Obviously everything's kind of opening back up. You're already talking about getting really busy. What are some of the things outside of the sport that you're gonna be able to start doing that you're really gonna be looking forward to as well?
Okay. Before I answer you that, I want to tell you something. It's crazy. All the things happen for one reason. In the COVID, all that crazy situation, I was in Mexico, in Tijuana, and I stuck there because I have problem with a visa. I cannot go back in Vegas or UK anyone. But I was very disappointed and crazy, and I cried. But in that bad situation, I was lucky, and I feel grateful. And I talk you from my heart to meet my coach, because now I feel very nice to call him my coach, not just the coach, Mikel Reyes. He is my coach. Because I stuck in Mexico, but all that crazy situation, when my manager tell me we meet the coach, I tell no, I didn't interesting. I don't think he understand me. I don't think, maybe he's stupid, And when I meet him, my coach, he come with his wife and we meet first time. I tell, okay, let's do it. But I tell you about the coach, not because he's a very good coach, as all they know him, the coach Mikel Reyes, just because fit with my craziness. Because, of course, he believed me, and our goal is the boxing. But I tell him, coach, I want to do bar knuckle. Okay, Kallia, let's do it. I want to do MMA. Okay, Kallia, let's do it. I like that, because when your coach can follow and support your dreams, this is the wow thing, because cannot follow that star quality as I have, or dedication, but at the same time and craziness, cannot follow that any coaches. Because look, maybe I look very multi-personality, but at the same time I think I'm very good girl with the morals, and I feel blessed. The coach, he see the good girl with the morals, but at the same time see a crazy fighter to be hungry and starving to can have legacy in the future, or if no legacy, to can put a little stone to build the women combat sports, and many little girls follow my steps.
Now that's the other thing. Like that I thought was unique about when I was reading up on you. You don't really have a whole lot of role models and people to really kind of like that you kind of brought you into combat sports, but you definitely want to be the one that kind of definitely leaves an impression on the youth that are coming into the sport. Is that something that's really important to you? That you know, being able to give something back, to be able to inspire the next generation, to have a voice, to be outspoken.
Do you know I'm Christian Orthodox, and the most important as a Christian Orthodox is to help people, is to don't judge people, and if I can help with some things, some wins, some titles, some good inspiration to give in the little girls or in the normal people, that will be a big achievement for me. Because as I told you before, one day finish the pink Tyson, the WBC, all that will stay. Is, you know, I meet Kallia one day. She's a good girl. Because after me, go other champion, other champion, other champion. You know, as a champion, maybe they forget you. But as a person, if you are good, you stay there. And me, I want to build something, stability, if it's the right word, about my personality. Of course, I'm not perfect. I'm a little complicated. And some people like that. Some people don't like that. For example, I keep the teddy bears like that. Is the Jago of my baby niece. She give me. They see the teddy bear. They see the underwear because I keep my femininity. And the same time, I'm very brawler. You know, I'm crazy. You can understand. When we go in the waiting in Mexico, and was my coach, he see a very good girl. Always, I don't know if he see me, I was ready to choke someone. I was crazy. But I tell you all that to understand. Some people, they cannot handle that complicated personality. But I don't care, because all they will pay someone or to beat me, or someone I beat him, you know, because that we need the characters. And me, I don't act something. I am myself. And I like myself, you know, and the people, maybe they think I'm a complicated for the combat sports, but I'm a unique, different, and that we need, you know.
I don't think you're too complicated for combat sports. I think you're what the sport exactly needs. You're what the next generation of this sport is. Somebody who outspoken, who embraces who they are as both as a fighter, as a person. It's one of the things that people gotten turned off for aspects of it, just because there's so many people put on a mask, a face, a facade to show the people. That might buy the people for some time, but only for a period of time. You're not going to get the same love that you would get if you were true and genuine to yourself. And that's kind of, like I said, it's one of the things that I think combat sports lacks at times. But it's one of the things that I think that some of these athletes like yourself that are coming up and being able to make their imprint on the sport are doing that and are making their voices heard, or making their imprint on it. And like I said, it's going to be an interesting time. Like I said, I think you're one of boxing, if not combat sports, bright and upcoming stars. You have the it thing, my friend.
Just I am the only one, and I have the uniqueness, all with the teddy bears or the full pink. But do you know something? It's not my point to attract people because I bleed my nose or I have black eyes. Of course, that is a part of the game. But the teddy bear, like I keep now, maybe I'm a little nervous. Maybe for you, you look me confidence, but maybe I'm a little nervous. And that little thing to give me my baby little girl make me feel positive. The teddy bears, I want to show in the people, I fight. I bleed. Yes, I pain my head all the time. I take Panadol. But, when I'm sad, when miss my dad, for example, because my dad passed away, and I'm thinking him, or when I have difficult day, I like to take my teddy bear one hug and maybe cry sometimes and make me relax because I'm a girl. That not means because I'm a big girl or woman. I'm a girl and I'm emotional. I'm sensitive, and because the boxing cover that side, that not means that side is not there because I'm a normal girl. And when you are every day with a man, and me personally, I'm as careful how we are in the gyms because I want to respect me as a fighter, not look my body. And that sometimes press because you are not completely yourself, because you tell, I must wear this, don't this, don't this. But when you fight in the waiting, it's a show. It's different story again. But all that different stories make you feel press. And me, I feel chill when I do yoga, when I dance, or when I do my teddy bears, and everywhere in my place is pink. That make me relax. Other people, they relax to go out with a boyfriend. Me, I don't have a boyfriend. I'm a little old school. I like to marry, not just to go around with the boys. And my life is very lonely. And yes, my teddy bears or my animals or my coaches or my manager, they are my best friends. I have very
And
good.
they're not your best friends. They're also your de facto family big brother too. At that point in time, because as you're sitting there saying, the situation that you put yourself in this sport, and being the type of person you are, is one of the things that you're in these things where, hey, you want the boundary. Hey, I'm a fighter. You don't want to be looked at it this way, but at the same time, you also have coach, manager, teammate, that they're your brothers at that time too.
Yes, but my coaches or my manager, for example, sorry to charge my phone. Yes, me, I'm more not than them. For example, Coach Mikel he's so low profile, shy. My manager, he's a strong personality, but again, he's not crazy like me. What I mean, if someone do something to my coach or to my manager or generally to my team, I can choke him, beat him without non-stop. I protect them because really you can't understand how I can change. I can't explain you if someone do something bad, of course, to my family or to the people to be like a family for me. They have big problem. For example, the coach or the manager, because they are good guys, they tell, okay, don't do that to Kallia. Me, don't need to talk. I talk straight away. If someone talk bad for my coach or manager or general people to help me, I talk them. I don't have the patiently to talk nicely.
Appreciate the love from my fan Prism over here. This kid that doing a water fight with his kids,
Thank you.
and he's listening to us at the same time.
What he tell great interview, go to water balloon.
Yeah, he's his water balloon. He's at a water balloon fight with his kids and listening to us in one ear.
1 minute, I show him something to him. Look, to understand how crazy I am. In my home, I have a me balloon unicorn.
There you go.
You see? I like me balloons.
Hey, listen. There's nothing along with being crazy, protective, whatever. Hey, listen, we're all like that. I'm a dad. I got a teenager now. So I've already let people know that the dad bear's about to come out on some people. They really don't know what he's like anymore. He's been slumbering for some time. So I already know what the craziness is about. We've all got that, and being protective. Someone going after your coach and wanting to choke him out. That ain't crazy. That's just being family. That's how it goes.
Yes. Do you
But-
know the bad thing is they are protective the boxing sport with their tactics, because I tell you, I have the honor, big honor, to meet. I don't tell you idol because I don't have idols, as I believe a lot to myself, but I have many people to inspire me. And when I start boxing as an amateur, one of that inspirations was Jackie Nava. And I have the honor to share the trainings with that legend woman, Jackie Nava, in the Tijuana. And look now, she has amazing, brilliant boxing record. And how protective is the box, and other girls in her division, super Batman weight, with a set record, they are world champions, and Jackie Nava now, she's not. How they protect the boxing and the tactics, that unfortunately I cannot change. I cannot protect my family, my team, as you tell, but unfortunately I cannot protect the boxing of all that bullshit. For
You don't have to. You don't have to tell me nothing, or the listeners anything that we don't already know. The politics that go on and how what goes on in boxing. Listen, you can only control what's in front of you. And like I said, I say to a lot of people, only control what you can control. Anything else beyond that, it's out of my control. I don't know what you want me to do about that. Listen.
Yes, but it's bullshit, son.
Oh, always. It's one of the reasons why I think like why sports like the UFC's kind of grown the way it has, is because boxing's own politics has grown, has bred like other combat sports to kind of have the opportunity to steal what was pretty much all boxing for more than quite some time.
Everywhere are politics, and USC and boxing.
Oh, always, of
everywhere.
course. You'll see it anywhere in any sport.
Just in some promotion happen less, in other promotion happen more. As I told you, I cannot change that, but I promise you, when I jump in with fake paper champs, I promise you, I damage their face to stop doing that shit, understand? And after I take a nice microphone and I tell to promoter, for example, to have the champion, see that you do, it's not good for the sport. But always you have someone punisher like me to come to punish, I don't know who was the Schwarzenegger. I come, how he tell, I get you back, how he tell, I come back, how he tell. Always that I tell, like Schwarzenegger, the Robocop, I go smasher, and I tell, I will be back. Because when you repeat, and some girls like me, they are real champions in the heart, and they work hard without getting money or that, and start the punish the big names after the castle broke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And after they understand the fake SETI promoters, before do the tactics, after they think more. Because they come these like me, punisher, and will be back again after the Robocop. For that reason, they must be more careful.
Well, be careful for all the paper champions and all the people who are here taking the real fight to shine, because because Pink Tyson's here and she's coming to take all the checks.
Yes, because do you know something? Of course, if come the money, welcome, and I am sure they come a lot of money, but it's not my priority. First, I want to be good girl. And I inspire people to be good girl as I can. Of course, I cannot be likable to anyone, but I like to don't do dirty things in the boxing. For example, if I lost a fight, with a proud, I get the loss, not just take the win and do the celebrate when one other girl win. And after I start to clear some divisions, first I clear my division, because to be now for the silver get me years. I didn't have someone just to pay or the politics to put me there. My power, my hard work got me there. And I come to stay for sure.
Well,
And because I usually train alone, I travel a lot because I didn't have find someone to coach me and to understand me and to make me chill. And now because completely in that part miss of the past, I have a coach. I do big damage this year.
So obviously, you have a lot of things on your plate that you're looking forward to doing this next year. I'm definitely excited to see what's next, who's next, what sports next.
Exactly, that is the plan. Who is next? What sports next? And I'm very big. I'm very happy. Mike Vasquez is the promoter of BIB. Do you know us? I am very strong personality. I'm a real nut. I'm a real spoiled. He's we fight. We be okay. Everything okay because not easy. Someone deal with me, but he's real clever. He deal with me, and I do the bark knuckling debut, and we change that in women's in bark knuckling. I am sure will give very good show. Just find me the opponent. I be there.
Well, I know we're a little bit over of the time we said we were going to do. Definitely going to have you back on here again at some point in time in the future. We'll probably do it more accommodating. Get to one of your upcoming fights, and talk some more then. What I typically do right before we end things is kind of throw the proverbial microphone over you. Anyone you would like to thank, your training partners, teammates, shoot out your social media sites, any charities you're working with, anything like that. The time is yours, my friend.
As I told you, the team, I tell thanks before. The people to really love me or support me, I tell thanks personally. Just, I do many times charity, no need to tell here. But I want to do something more about the breast cancer and support that woman. And today, look, one little girl, because before 1 year I saved my hair to support a woman. She give me that Barbie. She has that Barbie breast cancer. And that little girl, she had before breast cancer. Her mother, sorry. And she bring me that because when I save my hair, they get my encouragement. And this is my plan, to give encouragement. And if I can do many charities, I do to help people, not to promote in social, just for myself. That's it.
That's how you do it sometimes. Like, listen, we just had a fighter on. I think it was I think 2 weeks ago. Bobo O'Bannon, his wife is going through like a whole bunch of crazy medical conditions. I think she has like 7 different diseases that she's going through right now and stuff like that. And they're getting ready to kind of do a thon on one of the combat sports media companies that they're good friends with. And I'm actually getting ready either today or tomorrow. I'm going to send them a couple signed jerseys, couple posters that they can use to kind of raffle off for the thon and stuff like that. So it's like, listen, we're always doing something to help out people inside the combat sports community, outside the combat sports community. Is one of the things, like, regardless of who I come across, whatever, I'm always trying to do whatever I can to kind of help everyone else too. So when you're sitting there, you're cutting your hair, you're doing whatever for your charity. Like I'm on the same, but
for likes and that.
Yeah, and that's the same thing. Like I didn't even say anything to anyone. Like, you're the first person I even said outside of Bobo,
it's
that even knew that even knew I was giving anything back. So it was like one of these things. Like
very
I don't go
nice.
out there posting about it. I don't go out like I just listen. If I want to do something, I want to do something. If I want to help somebody, if you need help or something like that, and you want me to help out that way, that's another story. But on the other side, listen, listen. We all do things in life, and sometimes it's not what you do with your family. Sometimes it's those little things where you're helping out somebody has absolutely nothing to do with your life. Some of those things mean the most to you at the end of the day. Not the championships, not the not the accolades. The smile you put on someone's face
Exactly that.
is worth more than $100. I guarantee it.
Okay, I want before we finish just to tell I feel my biggest loves are my nieces, Iliana, Evangelia, and Dikeos. I love them. I try my best to make proud and inspire my baby niece. Is the biggest and the most beautiful thing in my life right now. And I want to give a special love and from my heart to one lady, Miss San, because she challenged a very difficult problem. She lost her husband, and I want to wish her be strong, and I hope one day smile again. From my heart, I give her my biggest wishes.
Definitely know how that feels. To definitely want to give the love to the little ones. Me and you were talking about
I love
about
my niece and my nephew.
me,
I love them.
me and you were talking about my little ones before we came on. I have nieces and nephews, and your coach now says he, or your manager says that he wants to help out with Bobo. Hey, listen, I'll shoot you the GoFundMe information, but I also message you his address if there's anything you guys want to send to.
My manager has money. Okay, better to invest some.
Well, hey, listen, that wasn't the intention, but listen, you know how it is with the combat sports community. We help out each other. We support one another. That definitely appreciate your time this afternoon, guys. If you're not following her on social media, just type in Pink Tyson. I guarantee you she'll pop up. She's always active on Instagram, on Twitter. She's always active with her fans. Make sure you guys are showing her some love. Best of skill in the upcoming one. I believe it's boxing at the end of the month, right?
Yes.
All right, so I think best of skill with that one. We'll definitely be in touch for some more fun here on the A2D. Appreciate your time, and we'll definitely be in touch, my friend.
Have a nice day from Pink Tyson and the Jago, the little dog.
All right, have a good one, my friend.
Bye to Mexico, to USA, to England, to Greece, to Sparta. All the love for all. Thank you to support my journey. And see you soon in Tijuana in Reyes Boxing Club. And we will show you one more time with my coach how we smash my opponent and we get the next belt.
All right. I appreciate the time. Everyone, that was our guest this afternoon. That was another episode of our Athlete Spotlight. Definitely going to be fun one. If you guys have not checked this woman out, make sure you go do. As her coach or manager said, this woman is going to be a multiple sport champion. I have no doubts in it. Not just because she came here on A2D radio, not just because she came on for the interview. Go and Google her. Go and look up the social media. She puts the work in. Whenever she gets the opportunity to show everyone, we'll find out. Again, make sure you guys are staying tuned in. Make sure you're subscribed on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. We're doing all kinds of stuff. Our sponsors. Like I said, we have two products that we have A2D codes on. Anybody who shoots at me screenshots of your orders with either Manscaped or Body Check Wellness, or you're one of A2D's premium subscribers. I'm going to enter you into some more signed merch giveaway that I got, some other things that I'm doing. Make sure you guys are showing up to all our shows, not just Weekly Roundup, not just Spit and Fire or Rachel Blake. It's not just the athlete spotlights. You know, make sure you're checking out AM to PM. Make sure you're checking out the sports hands. Make sure you're checking out in this very ring. Make sure you're checking out Lazy Booking. All the stuff on. Oh, by the way, there's gonna be a ramp proof show coming on the Ocean City Boardwalk. What else did you guys want? Make sure you guys are keeping up with everything we got going on here at A2D. From myself, Steve Rochelle, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Saturday. One of